Okay, here we are back with the Nixie Clock Kit. So I'm going to continue the assembly now, put it all together, and we'll give it a final test and see what it looks like. So let's have a look at instructions again. I guess there's no instructions on how to assemble the acrylic case, so let's have a look here. So we've got a hole here which looks like it lines up so you can program the Arduino if you ever need to update the software. So that's it's quite a tight fit to get the acrylic to go into those slots. In fact, it's a very tight fit. So that's not going to easily fit in there at the moment. Let's try from the other side. Well, so it looks like the cutouts on here, or the castellations on here, are a little bit wider than will actually fit in the hole. It's difficult to see that in camera, I'm sure, but you can see that it's actually slightly bigger. So let's see if the other pieces are okay to fit. Looks like this is going to be a common issue here. We might need to do a little bit of filing. That one just goes in. A tight fit is good, but you've got to be able to get the thing together, haven't you? That one goes in, no problem at all. Let's try this top panel. Yeah, it's just a little bit, so I just need to take a little bit off the inside edge of these prongs on both these pieces. So just take a file to this and just try and just take a slight bit off the inside here. See if that helps. So just about, there we go. So just needed that tiny little bit. It's probably just burrs or something like that that's actually keeping it from going in. Just something. There it is. Snaps together nicely. Now I do need to adjust my PCB positions just slightly to try and just get them across this way a little bit. That was thanks to my earlier error, not reading the instructions properly as I was assembling it. So take these out again. Of course, now it's such a tight fit, I don't want to come out. In fact, I actually cracked Looks like I've cracked the perspex slightly there on that one, which is not good, so I did need to take a little bit more of that, I think. So I need to put something in there that's soft enough not to damage the plastic anymore. So I'm going to use a little bit of cardboard here, just to wedge my screwdriver in the gap there. Oop. Okay, she's out. You can see I've actually cracked the plastic there. So it's definitely something to look out for when assembling this. I'll take a bit more material out there so we don't stress it anymore. Put those to one side for a minute. Okay, so I want my PCB to slide this way a little bit, so I'm just going to slacken the 4 retaining screws for the PCB on the bottom. That gives me a tiniest little bit of play there, so I'm going to push it towards, it needs to go this way, push it towards this way a little bit as I tighten it up. And I'm going to do the same thing on the top side of these posts as well, just to try and give me all the tolerance take up I can get my hands on. Simple. Hopefully that'll give me enough. Yep, I'm going to do the same with the other pillars as well. So I'm going to take these side bits out. Try and slide these all the way over and I'm tightening them up. Actually, yes, because this is holding the top surface, I actually want to go the other way with these pillars, so I need to go towards the other side while I'm tightening these ones up. Yeah, it's not quite making enough of a difference. So essentially these boards stacking up, maybe the pins are slightly tilted with the way I've soldered them in, so I think what I'm going to do is just tweak the pins over slightly. That should give me a little bit of clearance. Let's see if that makes any difference. Yeah, that is better. It's still slightly over this side, but yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do about that really. Oh, there we go. So just tweaking the socket positions a little bit. I mean, it's never going to be perfect, but I think that's absolutely fine. You're not going to notice the gap when it's fully assembled anyway, so I think we're good to go now. Let's put these bits back in. I think I'm just going to shave a little bit off this one as well, just to make sure we don't have any difficulties with this one breaking either. In nicely now. can see the access to the Arduino Nano's USB terminal there for reprogramming if it becomes necessary. Okay, now I'll take and shade a little bit more off that. That's slotting in nicely. Unfortunately, that crack is not too visible there. Hopefully when it's all assembled you'll be looking at the front anyway, not the top. So let's go ahead and mount the front panel. I may have to take this apart and clean it all. Okay. Now these are hex drive, so we're going to need a different tool for this. Hopefully one of these rusty screwdriver bits will fit. Okay, we just need to attach the buttons to these, or the knobs I should say, to these push buttons. Just give it a finishing touch. And there we go. I guess we should put our backup battery in here as well, so we're ready to go. I'm just going to gently rest it down because it's on the tubes, of course, on the front face, so I want to be careful. CR 2032 out. Fits nicely in there. Okay, that should be a completed article. So, okay, so let's power it up, check we're still working and see what it looks like. Here we go. There we are. So we hold button 1 down to change the time. Long press to finish setting the time. There we go. So we have S3, button S3 to change the mode. So let's just press and hold. Oh, there we go. 16 or 4. That changes our mode. And also a short press of S3 is the digit change mode. So short press gives us a fade effect by the looks of it. That one gives us a roulette style effect. Another roulette style effect. Some kind of flashy one. We've got like a chaser thing where the digits come on from one side. And then we've got one where presumably it just changes digit and there's no effect shown there. So yeah, this is the fading one. We've got roulette one, another roulette one. We've got the chasing one, another chasing one, and then just a simple digit change mode. And that is about it, features wise, I think, on this. Now it does say on the listing on the site that it has a nighttime sort of tube saver mode where the brightness is reduced, and I guess the LED brightness is probably reduced as well. Of course, we've got the LEDs as well. I think there is LED modes. So we've got backlight mode is switch 2, so let's try that. Okay, so that looks like backlight off. And we've got the blue light slowly fading up and down. And then blue light on solid, it looks like. So we've got off, fading, and solid on. Okay, so I'll just turn off the light I've got here so you get a better view of what it actually looks like. It looks quite pretty. The blue light works really well against the neon colour. Let's have that. So that's what it looks like with the blue lights off. Shall we have a fade mode for the change? See what that looks like. Then you have the blue light pulsing. A slow heartbeat kind of thing. All blue lights on. Yeah, it's really quite nice. There's a couple of LEDs on the Arduino Nano which are used to indicate modes as well. So you have got another visual check of what the modes are. Yeah, I think for a relatively low price kit, it was basically about £50 delivered. I think it's a really good result. Oh. Sorry, the plug just fell out the back there. Let's try that again. There we go. So yeah, really quite impressed. I will give you some shots of it from different angles just so you get a better feel for it. But yeah, a really nice end result for a kit that's relatively low cost. So yeah, really pleased with that. So let's take a look around the clock with the lights turned out. You can see it looks really good in the dark. The blue backlight really accentuates the colour of the neon, and it really looks quite nice in a dark or dim lit room. So yeah, really quite an attractive unit. The Perspex is kind of a really nice way of being able to see inside the unit. So if you like that kind of vibe of being able to see the guts of your newly assembled clock, then yeah, I think it will suit you perfectly. So it looks the part, tells the time. Yeah, excellent kit. So here's the kit on eBay. You see it's selling currently for approximately £45. You've got another £9 for delivery, so you're looking at about £55 all in. Seller information is Pavlo from Ukraine. He's got 100% positive feedback based on 38 feedback reviews, so that looks pretty good. So yeah, go and check him out. Okay, so there we have it. That's my build of the IN-12 Nixie Tube Clock Kit from eBay. Details will be in the description below, and also obviously I showed you the eBay page earlier as well. So yeah, I think overall very pleased with the kit. I think for the cost, it offers very good value for money. The end result looks really, really nice. There are quite a few options with how the time is displayed in terms of the digits changing, the backlight pulsing. I mean, the features are minimalistic. It doesn't do alarms or anything like that, but it has the basic features that you need out of a clock. It uses an RTC module, so the timekeeping should be very accurate, and also it will retain that in the event of a power failure because of the backup battery. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it actually. It looks good. We had a few teething problems along the way, mainly due to me not reading the instructions properly. Oops. But we seem to have got away with it. The crack in the case was a bit of a shame. It's a really tight fit with those Perspex pieces fitting together. So make sure if you buy one of these kits you file those cancellations a little bit just to make it all go together nicely. But overall, yeah, job well done. Really pleased with how it looks. So yeah, big thumbs up for this one. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time on the Electronics channel. Good night.